Hi everyone, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Collective Tarot for the Leo new moon on August 4th, 2024. Now, there were some very important messages while I was clearing the cards. Before I do that though, if this reading does resonate, please do hit that like button and subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot, and thank you to all my subscribers. But with this Leo new moon, the cards that came out while I was clearing were perfectly aligned with the energy. So I'm just going to go over some of the quick points. We'll get to the tarot, and then after the collective tarot, I will do a sign-by-sign card pull for each sign, okay? But first things first, main focus. Assert yourself with integrity and passion. This is a time during this new moon when we're setting our intentions to visualize asserting ourselves with Leo confidence and courage. Okay, confidence and courage just keeps popping up. The limitations too that we put on ourselves. What limitations do we put on ourselves when it comes to our self-empowerment? Okay, because remember, with these collective readings, it's about us individually raising ourselves up to raise the collective vibration. Okay, in the Aquarian age, we have to understand how our personal vibration does affect the collective. Now, the other thing that we really need to ask ourselves is, how do I give myself permission to enjoy life? Okay, especially when the energy feels heavy. Now, along with this reading, I would also love for you to check out Pam Gregory and Heather Ensworth, specifically Pam Gregory's recent updates, because August has a lot of energy related to expansion and also though this like feeling of constraint. Okay, so we're gonna feel this dynamic, this give and take of, we're gonna feel so much expansion in the area of our life that Gemini rules, but then we're also going to feel the constraints in whatever area of our life Pisces rules. Okay, so now see what house Pisces and Gemini are in your chart, and see if you can get that kind of aha moment. I mean, it's a very aha moment for me with my placements. Also too, it's very specific. If you have Gemini in 17 degrees in your chart, for instance, for me, that is my first house, my rising sign, right? And so for me, that expansion is coming in that first house area. But look at that and see where you can see the expansion and where you can see the constriction, because this will help navigate this energy, because we're going to be, it's like this, like we're going to feel like this, especially in August, but honestly throughout the end of the year. And then it's going to come back and revisit until 2025. Okay. And so the heavier it feels, the more we can utilize that energy to work through it, all right? Because I also want to address the fact that we have Chiron retrograde in Aries, all right? That wounded healer is coming in to clear some ego wounds that we have. And so that's why this benevolent new moon in Leo, I don't want the wounds to overshadow the possibilities, okay? That's really collectively what I want us to get to, is not overshadowing our possibilities by focusing so much on the wounds, okay? The hurt of the wounds. Other message, and this is the perfect message to bring up at this time: nurture yourself, all right? The nurturing we need to heal that inner child. How does that inner child want to be nurtured right now? And doing that from within, okay? Like I said, a lot with self-empowerment and having the confidence to answer the wake-up call and follow your bliss, all right? So this new moon in Leo, I really want everybody to do a vision board of your wildest dreams, dream vacation, dream car, dream house, whatever that is for you. The things that really satisfy your ego, put it on that vision board, okay? Because this is a time to really ask yourself, what is preventing me from answering that wake-up call and following my bliss and believing that I can manifest these things with the courage and confidence of a Leo energy, okay? So also don't forget too, we have that Lionsgate portal on the 8th, but that portal is already open up, so don't forget. It really takes a lot of nurturing, all right? Another interesting thing, seeing this cup here, if you can take a bath and like have a candle lit, right? And just really vibe with yourself and focus on courage and confidence, okay? Because like I said, there's a lot of strong Pluto energies here, and we really want to allow that liberation within to activate so that we can see the liberation in the collective, okay? Because like that is one message I just don't want people to forget. is how all of us individually affect the collective vibration. All right. King of Wands, wonderful Leo energy, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And so if there is something that you have been wanting to boldly take action on, this is the time to do it. There is an interesting message too with a lot of us letting go of old identities. All right. Old identities within ourselves, but also within the collective, within the people, you know, our day-to-day contacts, our community, family, friends, relationships, a lot of that we're reflecting, okay? Because also too, Neptune retrograde in Pisces, there's a lot of reflection right now, along with Saturn retrograde, all right? So this retrograde energy, yeah, wonderful time to be nostalgic, but not getting too nostalgic where we get stuck in the past, all right? And the warmth, all right? This is, even though this is Mars and Pisces, this is that reflection of that Leo warmth that I want us to focus on during this new moon. Because honestly, these intentions, with your wildest dreams, like dream vacation, you know, don't forget the people who give that warm energy to you that you want a part of your wildest dreams, if you will, okay? So enough of that. Let's get to this collective reading because I'm so excited. But please, please, please do not forget to do that vision board. And, you know, really, once you do that vision board, make sure you give time to just feel yourself in the areas that you put into this vision board. Like see yourself in the dream vacation. See what is the day-to-day, what is the itinerary, what does that look like? Map it out, okay? And have the confidence to pursue it. So let's see what we got going on for the collective Leo new moon. What's interesting too is there is this song, I don't know the name of the artist, but the title I know is Greedy. And so there is something here to the collective dynamic of what we want and the shame that comes with the perception or concept of greed, you know, and there is a big constriction, like there is a big strong haves and have-nots energy, right? But sometimes too, I think collectively, we focus more on the majority and not enough of the minority when it comes to those with the haves and the have-nots, okay? Like it's, you know, the way that we see particular people with extravagant lifestyles, right? And then, you know, then not saying like we don't deserve that, or we not only can we not attain that, we shouldn't have that, all right? And so there's this balance of giving yourself the okay to want, all right? Now, I know that might be an interesting message, but giving ourselves the okay to want and to believe that we deserve our desires, that's something here that I'm just getting a message for some in the collective that we really need to contemplate that, okay? And because I think we focus too much on the people who are like in the collective pool, because, you know, the people who are really living in, you know, the reasons for the constriction, the people living on those higher planes of existence, if you will, we don't even see them, if that makes sense. And so there's too much focus on people who are, whether or not we see it, a reflection of ourselves. And I don't know who that message is for, but it is for somebody. It did pop up, so take what it is. Very fascinating. Well, that I'm blown away because the tarot is saying, yeah, that is a very important message, and not for a select few, for a lot of us. Hello. Okay. What an amazing card to read. And the moon at the bottom. And this is ruled by Pisces. Like, this is where I think that Mars and Pisces energy of the 10 of Cups was really important. All right. Having focusing on what it feels like when everything is in its right place, and allowing the universe to conspire to what that looks like. All right. Amazing. Also, this is a creative energy, so make sure that you are allowing that creative energy to come to the forefront when, especially too, like if you're making a vision board, you know, actually draw the vision board. You know what I mean? Like there's something here to actually using your creative abilities at this time. Okay, so overall theme for the Leo new moon is 10 of Swords. This is Sun in Gemini. So this is where I think when it comes to the constriction, we need to surrender. And swords are what we think, what we believe, how we communicate, all right? And so for here, this is, I don't think you get how wonderful this is, because even though this is the overall energy, right? The sun in Gemini, the end result is the sun, okay? So here I hope you're jazzed. And I'm thinking of, I live in Wisconsin, and our governor, he says he's jazzed as hell. And like, this is where it's like, I really think like this, like, I hope you're jazzed about this, because something difficult is coming to an end. We're overdoing something, and a fresh start is coming, but it comes from us surrendering something. It's like I said, this is very specific to a particular house for you. So remember, what house does Pisces rule? And it's a specific degree. So please make sure you check out Pam Gregory's latest videos. There is constriction that's coming, but that constriction, we can't allow it to overlook where our expansion is. And again, look where 17 degrees of Gemini is in your chart. What house does that rule? And do you have any planets around 17 degrees in Gemini? Because this is going to give you some sort of, and it's not saying that you're just going to be at peace with it, because obviously there's a lot going on here with worries and pressure and like constriction. And so this is where, again, collectively, we want to see the ways that we can get our thoughts and our beliefs into control and how we limit ourselves. And the biggest thing, like I said, is surrendering. All right, surrendering to something to clear so that we can accept the sun. Okay, and so there is so much to remove ourselves from. Now, again, communication, I'm going to go back to the message I've been giving for August. Limit your time on social media, all right? Limit your time on social media. And when you're on a good vibe, close it out, all right? You know what I mean? Like, there's like an instance I can give where, you know, I put on TikTok, and what came up is exactly the message I needed. And so at that time, instead of scrolling for more, it's like, this is what I needed. Thank you. Boom, close the app. Like that's the energy I want you to have for August. All right. And that fresh start coming is unbelievable. So now what you need more of, and this is where I was like, wow, that channeled message that was coming in right before I pulled these cards was exactly the 5 of Wands. Now this is Saturn in Leo, okay? And so again, those blocks, those fears, those limitations, the challenges that we are experiencing in Leo season in August, we're meant to understand all of it comes from within, all right? So if you see all of these separate individuals, they're all coming from the same root. And so this is an important message for us to think about, because this is power clashing, struggles, you know, like especially if you're online, we see a lot of this, a lot of clashing and shaming and, you know, all this energy that is, it's within all of us. And that's what we really have to understand, is that we all come from the same root. We all come from that. And when we can actually see that and give less to this and more understanding of this, all right? Like this is a big block, fear, limitation that we really need to face. So it's not saying you should be getting more into the drama. It's saying that you should be learning more about, you should be understanding more about what this challenge is teaching you, is collectively what we need to address, okay? Because we're all reflections of each other. Even the people who you dislike or fear the most, at the core of all of us, there is a piece of us in everyone, okay? All right, so what you have the right amount of, and this is what I love, is Knight of Coins. All right, so Knight of Coins, the message with the Knight of Coins is don't hold back and be completely engaged. And so you have, and with coins, you know, your abundance, the material world, you have everything you need to take action. All right. And so that's why, like I said, more of understanding this, less of getting into it, and being completely engaged with whatever it is that your focus is for this new moon. What is your focus for these intentions? All right. because that's what you should be completely engaged in. This is also a message saying too that it could be a younger person in your life, but there's somebody here where you do feel that vitality, that connectedness. And this is a message too for us collectively to make sure that we nurture our relationships, the ones that really push us forward, the ones that really help us feel alive, right? Like that energy boost that comes in. So this is interesting. So the Two of Wands is ruled by Mars and Aries. And this is in the area of what you need less of. And so we need less of feeling like we need something more. We need less of feeling like we need to assert ourselves with Aries energy. So like I said, seeing these like this, all right, we have to understand that it's not a this or that right now. We have to be focused on what we're focused on already. All right. Focus on what you're focused on already. And again, like I said, there's so much to just staying out of the drama. And I know it's hard. I'm triggered every day to get into the drama. All right. And I got a lot of Gemini placements. So like, I love the tea, but, right now, like I said, all of that is a distraction by design. And if we can see it like that instead of feeding into it, because it is distracting us, that Capricorn paradigm, the way that things operate, like, it doesn't want to lose control of that. There's fear in this new Aquarian age. There's fear in a whole new way of living, a whole new way of thinking, a whole new way of interacting with each other. And that can be scary, all right? And it's not giving, that's giving power to that paradigm of this is how things operate and we need to do it this way, okay? All right, now, what you can change, Four of Swords. Now, so to me, this is a very important message of those boundaries. And why I said, again, you can change, like if you're feeling emotionally drained, physically drained, mentally drained, this is ruled by Jupiter and Libra. So that expansion is coming from you having strict boundaries, all right? Those boundaries energetically, and knowing that you need to have time to rest. You have to unplug, all right? And like I said, unplugging from air communication, because the energy is like, there is such a pull for you to be engaged into it, okay? And I know that is hard. And so even with this reading, it's like when you're done with this reading, sit on that information. Don't go on to the next one. Do you know what I mean? And then like give yourself time to process. And like if you need more clarity, obviously watch more readings, but it's like, I just don't get into the rabbit hole of it. All right. There's something here about getting into a rabbit hole of thinking, of needing to be surrounded by other like-minded energy. And this new moon is a time for you to connect to yourself. Okay. Connect to your inner fire and allow that expansion to come through healing and unplugging. Now, what you need to accept, justice. Okay, so this is Libra, and this is what's fascinating for us collectively, because this is major arcana. And what we need to accept, and this is so interesting too, because even this morning before, like hours before I was even thought to do this reading, I had this message of the yin and the yang, right? We all have divine masculine, all feminine. We all have light and we all have shadow within us. None of us are in this like concept of pureness, if you will. And there was this idea of we need to accept that justice is coming in. Like Lady Justice is coming in to bring balance back into our lives. All right. We need to accept that this shift is happening, and we need to accept it by putting that into our vision. You know what I mean? Like that's something where it's like, you need to have like you need to focus your energy on what does that vibration feel like when balance is restored? What does that vibration feel like when everyone gets to shine? What does that vibration feel like when you are stepping into that type of energy? Okay. And like I said, the end of the month, the sun, and because look at what's here, the scales of justice, Libra. Okay. I'm getting chills because like, this is something that is so big for us collectively that I don't think any of us realize how big it is. And look at, because there's the world here too. And so this is a global energy and we need to feel it. So like I said, we need to focus less on the drama. We need to focus less on the separation because it all comes from within, all right? All of it comes from within. And like I said, when we can do that shadow work, my goodness, everything comes into balance, okay? And it is us all taking our personal responsibility to do that work. Now, with justice too, what we need to accept is that we do have the clarity to take on anything. Like, so remember this Leo new moon, courage and confidence. We have the clarity to know what we aren't pursuing. We have the clarity to know what is blocking us. We have the clarity to know where we don't feel that self-confidence to shine, okay? So I want some past life collective energy to see what we got going on with this Leo new moon. What past life energy is affecting the collective? Okay, well, that went flying. Excuse me. Where did that go? Oh my goodness. Also, I can feel my age. That's one thing I've been noticing is I've been doing a lot more when I get up. Okay, so this is what went flying. This is something I think too, because it did go flying, this is that the collective not wanting to face this, right? This energy. So when I see a card flying, it's like, nope, not doing that. So hold on one second here. All right, so again, this is for us collectively to contemplate. Now, this card signifies that you spent time in prison during slavery. Your rights were taken from you, as well as your dignity and freedom. You are now free, but you may still harbor fears related to that lifetime. For example, you may feel claustrophobic in confined spaces or airplanes, or you may have developed a form of Stockholm syndrome, where you feel empathetic toward those who abuse you. On the other hand, your experience can also make you feel exquisitely compassionate toward those who suffer. You may devote yourself to defending underdogs and bringing more love and justice into the world. To heal any residual fears that are from previous lifetimes, remember the details of that life to loosen the shackles and free yourself from any symptoms. Channel your altruistic feelings and tendencies into helping society. Acts of kindness and compassion heal the individual as well as the world. Okay, so something I noticed in the collective is prison reform. Okay, like I know California is working on prison reform and mirroring prisons from Norway. Okay, because Norway has the most ethically guided prisons in the world. Okay, it's about reform. Okay, it's not about that open or revolving door, back because of, and so this is something collectively we really do need to contemplate, the prison system, okay? And also to the restrictions. So what did I say about the constrictions that we're feeling, okay? We are all collectively feeling that because of the energy forecast for August. And like I said, this is just the start. There's 3 phases of it, and it's until summer 2025. However, if we can focus on the restoration, the restoring of balance, right? If we can focus on restoring balance, and again, not the drama part of it, not the separation, but laser focus your energy on reform. Laser focus your energy on what that looks like, okay? And see how the constraints that you feel when you can break free from those constraints, because a lot of it is in your head, then we feel that shift in the collective, okay? So much of this is from freeing yourself from something, and it's a belief. It's a, like I said, I really think a lot of this is related to a belief that we collectively have, okay? All right, so let's get an empowering question for us collectively for the Leo new moon. All right, there we go. All right, so the empowering question for us all to contemplate during this Leo new moon. What kinds of situations do I avoid? What does this evasion say about my previous experience or beliefs? Okay, so avoidance. Yeah, there's something, like I said, that when it comes to this, we do need to surrender to something. And I do believe it has strongly to do with a Saturn and Leo energy. All right, so You know what? We're just going to go right to the sign by signs because this video is running long. So I'm going to pull, like I said, for each sign. Going to do a brief energy feel for each sign, what you should be focusing on with the new moon or the energy you might feel present during this new moon. And don't forget that 8-8 portal, okay? And remember, you're manifesting your dreams. So like I said, the constriction, the restraint, we need to release ourselves from it, okay? There's the restriction, I think you're feeling more than the expansion. And by the end of this new moon, I think is like, you're going to be feeling the expansion. Okay. Focus on that. Focus on the clarity. Focus on the belief that justice is being restored. All right. All right, Aries. What do we got for Aries? Aries, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. And so here, this is the constriction you're feeling is worries, insecurities, feeling like, I'm getting that you might be feeling abandoned, left out in the cold. Your message, the light comes from within, all right? Never forget that the light comes from within. All right, Taurus, what do we got for Taurus? Page of Wands, I love this. So Page of Wands, exploring how you can fuel your inner flame. If you're feeling any constriction, what can you do to feel inspired, all right? And if you have a spark of inspiration, make sure you take time to focus on it, okay? Geminis, what do Geminis have for? All right, Geminis, not surprised that you're feeling 10 of Swords so much, okay? So Geminis, here's where I need you to see your personal responsibility collectively with this new moon. And not just this new moon, but collectively for a while, honestly. Geminis, the expansion is coming from your energy. Where you focus your energy is so important. Here's where I get this energy. We have to unplug. Okay, we have to unplug from the collective. We have to unplug with the complacency of, yeah, that whatever, this is fine. It's not fine, okay? And I need you to really assert yourself. So how funny is it that this is in the area of what collectively we need less of, but what you need more of? Channeling your willpower and desire to take action, all right? You're feeling the constraint so much right now that I think that it's clouding your ability to clear that out and get out there and manifest, okay? All right. Cancers. I love this, Cancers. Okay, so Cancers, 3 of Coins, Mars and Capricorn. This is where you focusing on working hard on building something is going to pay off big, all right? Asserting yourself with Capricorn energy, asserting yourself with dedication, discipline, slowly working at something. I'm getting this, like I saw a flood, so I'm getting this idea of like feeling like you need to do everything all at once. And it's like doing little things every day is how it's gonna snowball, all right? And it really takes dedication though. I really need you, Cancers, to laser focus and assert yourself with a discipline in whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Okay, let's see, Leos. Oh my gosh, what do we have for Leos here? It's so funny too, because on TikTok I saw people were like, anybody knows how everybody's announcing Leo season, but nobody announces every other season? All right, Leos. Temperance and 3 of Swords. Yeah, you Leos, balance, balance, balance. All right, your earthly and like what you're manifesting with your emotional needs is so important right now. And 3 of Swords, like if there's something that's constricting you, it's focusing too much on this. Saturn and Libra. Okay, so there's a lesson here when it comes to balance for you. Now, Leos, you got this message a lot last summer about burnout, okay, and how burnout really constricts you, and that it's a lesson to learn from within, okay? This is a strong Saturn lesson that you might be feeling, but I need you to focus your energy on what it is you're manifesting, because look what's in the background, the sun, okay? So Leos, if you can find this inner balance, if you can really make sure that you focus on that and focus less on this, you're going to manifest the sun, okay? All right, Virgos. What do Virgos need to hear for the Leo new moon? Interesting. Okay, Virgos, I feel a little bit of hesitation here. What do Virgos need to hear? There we go. 2 of Swords. Now this is Moon in Libra, and so 2 of Swords in reverse like this. I'm getting the sense that we're we're digging our heels a little bit. And with this new moon, yes, you are meant to focus on you and what you're manifesting, but just be careful of how you're speaking things into existence right now. I just really want you to understand that compromise is needed sometimes, and that I'm getting this message of digging our heels in. So if you need to unplug from the 3D world and focus on your internal world, and look, there's a new moon here, so I'm getting this sense that oh my God, Virgos, please pay attention to where you're focusing your energy and your thoughts, okay? All right, now Libras. What do Libras need to hear for the Leo new moon? Dang, look at you, Libras. This is amazing, okay? The biggest focus for me here, Libras, are the butterflies, because that's transformation. King of Swords can indicate legal matters, but this is more, Libras, that this new moon, you're taking charge. I think you finally, like, there's a spark here, and the confidence to step into your personal inner authority is very, very important, okay? There's just a very strong take action. And so, like I said, I mean, seeing justice in that position of what we need to accept, like balance. And that's a message you got for your weekly and for your monthly, is the importance of you understanding your personal balance inside is most important in order to shift collective balance, okay? All right, Scorpios, what do Scorpios need to hear for this Leo new moon? Hello, Scorpios, Queen of Swords. So this is so cool to see. This also too is interesting because Leos and Leos, oh my God, Libras and Scorpios. If you have one or the other, like, in your life strongly, there's like this very big, like, dynamic duo energy with Libras and Scorpios from this, okay? Also too, so what I'm getting is the signifier is this crow here, and like there's knowledge within you that I really think you're getting this strong urge to communicate with the collective. Like, you're feeling this inner authority to finally express yourself through communication. And I love seeing this for you, Scorpios. Like, as a fellow water sign, I love seeing this for you. It is another message, though, too. Make sure you have very strong energetic boundaries, okay? And so, like, this is your message very interesting, too, because, like, especially with this Saturn in Libra. Say what you need to say, and then close your computer. Like, if this is something where you feel like you need to, like, speak it into the collective, speak your piece and then shut it out and go back to your vibe. All right. Like, there's a very strong need for energetic boundaries with this. All right. Because, and also too, this is fascinating. I got this message of it's heavy to hold the sword. And so if it is heavy to hold the sword, like I said, internal work. Okay. All right. Now, Sagittarius, what does Sagittarius need to hear for this Leo new moon? Ace of Swords. Wow, the sword is heavy. So look at this. This is so fascinating to see. A lot of sword energy for everybody, but Ace of Swords. All right, Sagittarius. Be prepared to move forward and with a new way of thinking. Don't be scared of new ideas, but don't be scared to take the sword. So this is clearly related to a message that you get a lot with your confidence and, like, having the confidence to take this sword and hold it. And so you might have a Libra or a Scorpio in your life that you can look to for some inspiration, I got. So very interesting message, but the universe is giving this to you. So make sure you take it, because look at what's behind the sun. Okay. This confidence, say yes. All right. Okay. Now, Capricorns, what do Capricorns need to, and also too, with those visions, with your vision board, make sure that you are focusing on the things that spark your confidence, okay? Capricorns, wow, three cards, Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Okay, so there is something here with speaking your truth. And this is, like I said, this is a big message with your inner child. And so this to me is a message of constraint for you. It also could be a younger energy in your life that kind of is encouraging you in a way. okay? Nine of Pentacles, this is where we need to nurture, this area of our life. I get this sense that we're putting something off, but you want to focus your dreams on how you can increase your money, how you can increase, honestly, love. But there's a big message for self-love here, okay? And Seven of Cups, I think you're putting too many limitations on yourself. And if ever there was a time to not put limitations on your dreams, it is now. Okay, do not put limitations on your dreams. Just make sure that you actually have the discipline to grow. All right. Okay, Aquarius, what do Aquarius need to hear? Dang, Aquarius, look at this. Aquarius, what you need to focus on is Aquarius. The star is Aquarius, okay? Major Arcana. Aquarius, you need to focus on the fact that wishes come true, following your bliss, all right? Your vision of what it looks like for the future, okay? You collectively, Aquarius, have so much strong energy for the collective of bringing things into balance by utilizing your energy and laser focusing your beliefs and your communication into that star reborn energy for all of us, okay? Because you are bringing it into the collective. All right, Pisces. What do Pisces need to hear for the Leo new moon? All right, Pisces. What do Pisces need to hear? Oh, I didn't even see this. That's so funny. Okay, Pisces. This is so funny. So Pisces, you also need to stay out of the drama, okay? Close the book. Also, Pisces, there's this very strong message here. This is for you and your personal relationship with yourself. Okay, look at what we have here. Leo energy. There is this spiritual aspect to it, and also your health. Pay attention to your health. But there is this grounding of your polar natal Virgo and your water energy. And so it's this idea of making sure that you pursue your dreams with the discipline and routine of like a Virgo energy. Also too, like with these relationships, I'm just getting, what I'm really drawn to is the cups and like this fear that this person's going to take your cup. Okay, there is this hesitation here. Like, I don't want to give you my cup because you're going to take it and you're going to fill it and I'm going to have nothing left. So make sure, Pisces, that you are prioritizing that. But I'm getting this strong sense to really make sure this Leo energy is a big gift for Pisces. And so remember all of that Pisces energy that is in the air right now. Stay out of the drama though, all right? Stay out of the drama and know that the journey is within to manifest everything you want. So I hope that you all enjoyed this collective tarot. Again, please hit that like button, comment if it resonates, share with somebody who needs to hear it, and as always, shine your inner light. We've got this.